started off with a normal day, started headed to get ready for work, and in the shower, I felt an excruciating pain, almost too severe to even describe. And I was yelling for my wife Jess to help me for a second. My eye was apparently bulging and it was just a very bad pain in my head. But then my nose started bleeding pretty severely, and she made the call to make sure we go to the emergency room. The severity was pretty intense, and my aunt Allison was there, and Jess, and then a bunch of doctors, and my eye pressure hit, I think 68, and I was holding it in. That was probably the most traumatic, painful part.
So easily the most traumatic moment of my life. And they said, we don't know what this is. I was just sort of had the mindset of like, okay, let's find out.
Zachary is my oldest nephew. We were actually worried that he'd had a stroke and went to the hospital. And when he had his brain image, they discovered a mass in his head. He's really been amazing through this whole process. I think, he made a few tough decisions about how to proceed and sacrificed his eye in order to have the aggressive surgery to get the tumor out. He never looked back on that decision.
He's inspiring in many ways. He really doesn't think of himself. He's always doing great, and he's more concerned about others around him, so he's a tough kid.
Cancer is an opportunity. I know that there are other people dealing with cancer that are more like me. I want to go through this and have people see it, and when they don't want to go to treatment or they don't want to wake up, I want to be who they call. My daughter, who's recently turned 2 years old, is Brooklyn Bo Southerland. She's my mini-me. She's like my best friend. She's the only person I know who has more of a sense of humor than myself. She's my motivation.
For me, I found the strength probably like a week and a half in. He was still in the hospital. I desperately was searching online on my laptop in the room with him, like, there has to be other people who have suffered like this, and I found a lot. That's actually one of the ways that I discovered Pedal the Cause. I would actually watch Stacy's video in the hospital. The fact that she had the nerve and the bravery to speak, in front of a camera about something that's kind of like soul-crushing, and it can be, I thought, okay. We named it Suthys Super Heroes because Zach's college nickname is Suthy, and that's what all of his friends still call him.
Well, I don't know about you, but I want to set the bar as your team's first year. Let's try to be the best first-year team.
3, 2, 1, pedal!
It's just an amazing feeling when you show up and the music is blaring and then they play the national anthem and everyone is lined up. Each year I get just, like a funny feeling in my stomach and just reflect back on, how lucky I am to be able to show back up each year.
Pedal funds go a long way. They start something from nothing. You can't actually pursue an idea without funding. And that funding then is a multiplier. It has a multiplier effect to get additional funding. So the additional funding, what it does is it brings talented people into the institution. It helps develop ideas so you can apply for more funding. That additional funding then results in translation of ideas into the clinic. It starts with the Citement Pedal, the cause funds.
Building up and promoting awareness and giving the scientists whatever resources they need to continue that research actually does make a huge difference. As far as Zach's cancer goes, that's what's going to save his life.
We wear it on our wrist. The one is based off of a an SNL movie because we believe that humor is extremely strong in this. It's never stop, never stopping. And then the saying that I've told my daughter ever since she was born is, we never give up, never surrender. I'm fighting this thing all the way.